Hey Danielle, I'm
Hi.
Jennifer. I'm glad you came in to talk to me today. I understand that you have some questions about school climate and kind of some issues that you've experienced here at school.
Yeah, I just think that the school climate overall isn't so good. I've just been seeing a lot of bullying going on lately.
A lot of bullying.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell me a little bit more about that?
Like I know the clique, Amanda's group and her friends, they're always picking on like the new kids and the younger girls, especially the ones that are overweight.
Okay, so a lot of bullying going on regarding weight concerns. Um, do you feel like you have been involved in this personally?
Some of my really close friends have been.
Okay. Um,
My sister's in Amanda's group, so I think
okay.
they just leave me alone.
So you've seen it sort of from almost a protected side, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so we're dealing with some bullying, and you've seen it kind of firsthand, and you've seen it with weight concerns. How do you think that affects the school overall, or is that more of like a grade thing? Or just tell me more about the effects you've seen.
Well, I know it is affecting a few of my friends' grades. A couple times they, um, like, if it's happening, they'll just skip lunch, eat by themselves. But then on some days they just won't come to school altogether, just because they're so afraid of being bullied or being embarrassed about something.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And then we run into all sorts of other issues too when you've got bullying, a kid's not coming to school. It just affects, all sorts of things, attendance and academic achievement. You've just got a lot of things going on. So I can definitely see the bullying kind of affecting the school climate in various ways. Do you think you've seen any other, effects on the school climate because of bullying?
The teachers don't seem to care. They never like say anything to that group. They just kind of let them do whatever they want.
Kind of take a blind eye to it.
Yeah, and it seems like it would be beneficial to the girls being bullied if someone would stand up for them, or if there was repercussions or punishment for being a bully.
Okay.
So,
As a student, how do you think that could best be handled? How would you like to see that be handled?
not really sure. It just seems like if when the teacher sees or something directly happening, just say something about it, pull them aside and talk to them, or give them extra work, or I don't know, something to encourage them not to do that.
Right. Because they don't realize the damage that they're causing when when they bully their classmates. I'm very glad that you're telling me about these things because I was unaware of them. And we'll definitely see how we, as a faculty administration, can address some of these bullying issues. One thing we could do, and I know this is, just one scenario, but we could do like a classroom guidance thing on bullying and how dangerous that could be for different students, how bad that is for self-esteem, especially regarding weight, and especially for girls. We could have even just like a girls only classroom session because Amanda's group, like you said, targets, it sounds like mainly girls.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And just sort of addressing the danger at play here and how detrimental this could be, especially with this age group, and how it affects, like I said, academics and attendance. And a lot of times this bullying is done just out of, insecurity or for whatever reason, but they don't realize the effect that it honestly has overall. And if you felt comfortable, and this might not be something you feel comfortable with, you could ask, and we could do maybe a group in my office, and just to sort of bring in the group, since you said your sister is a part of the group, you have a good relationship, I'm assuming, with your sister. Just sort of bring everybody in and just talk about, why is this bullying going on? Where is this coming from? And maybe address some of the issues, causing the bullying in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk to my sister.
Okay.
from, just knowing her. I don't think she's the one initiating the bullying. So maybe she'd be willing to reach out to her friends in that group who are.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if she's considered to be part of the group but is willing to help us sort of make a change or combat some of this bullying, she would be an awesome, player here to be able to help us out. You mentioned too, and I want to talk some more about this, is the teachers and how they might sometimes act like they don't notice or, just not really know how to handle the situation. And I do think for a lot of teachers, we may not be trained, myself included, we might not be trained in how to handle these bullying situations. For this age group, you don't really know. Emotions kind of run high. You don't know how the student's going to respond if the teacher were to approach it head on, try to address the issues. You don't really know what to expect. So that could definitely be something that we, as a faculty, could do. We could maybe do like a workshop or something during a planning meeting and kind of better prepare our teachers for how to handle bullying situations. So yeah, how do those sound for you? Sound like
they definitely sound like they could be useful.
Okay.
Especially for a couple of my friends, they've been really upset by some of the things that's happened to them.
Right.
Pretty embarrassing, and
yeah,
I think it really did upset them even more so than they let on. So
definitely.
So yeah.
Do you have any other suggestions, or do you have any other issues that you have noticed?
Maybe talking to the bullies one-on-one.
Okay. Absolutely.
And, just so that in front of like the whole class, it could be embarrassing to the girls who were being bullied. Just so, because I know they don't like to talk about it or make a big stink about it.
Right.
They just can't help it'll go away themselves. So maybe do it in a way that's not calling out everybody in front of the whole class kind of thing.
I definitely think that would be a better way to handle the situation, and just to, keep it from making matters worse, because you could just imagine how drama could escalate from, making a big deal out of it, like you said. So those are some really good suggestions, and I'll definitely take those and see what we can do with that. How do you think our administration, I know you talked a little bit about teachers, how do you think our administration sort of has our take on bullying?
Maybe they're not sure, or maybe they don't know how much it's been going on. If the teachers aren't giving that information back to them. Because if they're not saying anything about it in class, from what I've seen, they're probably not talking about it later. Okay. So I'm not sure that they're even aware of how big an issue it could be right now.
Okay, so maybe like from the bottom up, just making it more, just more awareness around the issue.
Yeah, communicating.
Communication, yeah. I'm really glad you said that. That's definitely huge, because if the teachers aren't noticing it and aren't relaying that message up, it's just almost like we're overlooking it, and that's definitely not a good thing and not conducive to a good school environment. So that's definitely something we could work on overall. Do you think, for the people who have been bullied, this is sort of just an aside, the people you've seen who have been bullied or you've heard of, do you think it's affected their academics at all?
Yeah, my one friend in particular started by just skipping lunch a few times, and then last week she skipped. She said, I have class with that girl today and I don't want to deal with it. I'm just going to...
Just avoiding the conflict.
Yeah, just bring me the homework and I'll do with it and go to school tomorrow. So not a big deal, but it is to the point where she feels like she'd just rather stay home.
Okay. And this person was in your class?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, all three of us have that particular class together.
Do you think the teacher is aware of the reason for skipping?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because she doesn't do it very often, so she probably didn't think anything of it.
Right.
Would be my guess. So.
Yeah, and I mean, teachers don't want to assume these things just because we want to think that everything is, happy with our students and they're all doing well. But if it is somebody that you feel comfortable talking to, and it sounds like you are, maybe get them to talk to their teacher one-on-one and say, this is going on. I don't feel comfortable in your class for this reason. and maybe you just see what the teacher's ideas are. And if the teacher wants to come in with the student to see me, that's always a possibility too. Main thing here, like you said, is communication, and that would just help make the process a lot easier for everyone.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'll definitely talk to her.
awesome. Well, I thank you so much for coming
you.
in and let me know. I'm always here for support and glad to answer questions, help when I can. So yeah, just keep me posted. Let me know how things are going, and definitely talk to your friends, see what they say.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.